God's sovereignty and free will of man. God's sovereignty. God is indeed sovereign over everything. God created heaven and earth and has predestined us to be partakers of His glorious kingdom. Even the devil has to get God's permission before touching God's children. Remember, Satan had to get approval from God before afflicting Job, and God restricted Satan from taking away Job's life. Today, we know for sure that the devil has no authority over our souls, which are redeemed and secured for eternity. God knows that man has limitations. If God is not sovereign, we would all have messed up every part of our lives. Proverbs 16 verse 9: A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. God cares for each of His children and He is sovereign over everything. But that doesn't mean that our bad choices don't matter and that everything that God did not stop is good and fine. Human choices, free will of man. God created man in His own image. He did not create us as robots to just do what He says. He created us with free will and with emotions such as love, sorrow, etc. Who would prefer dolls instead of children? Without free will, love, joy and a lot of other gifts that God wants His children to enjoy will not be there. We are created with the ability to think, observe, learn and act in wisdom. This is a reflection of God's nature. God is creative and expects us to be creative and work like Him. He loves us and He wants us to love Him back. This love is an action and it is commanded. We must choose to love God above everything else. We have choices and we are called to make wise choices for God's name to be glorified. Psalms 37:23 The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delighteth in His way. Human choices and consequences. Human choices do matter. We are created for God and He expects us to willingly do His will as loving children. So, our bad choices will result in bad consequences. Sometimes we know that our choice could be bad, based on what is revealed in the Bible. Sometimes, when we are unsure of whether the decision we are about to make is in accordance with God's will or not, like choosing a partner for marriage, job choices, etc. God does protect us from making bad choices when we really want to and ask Him for the same. Ask God to guide you and He will certainly protect you. James 1:13-16 Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God, for God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth He any man. God is sovereign to restore what is lost. Now, what if you have already made many bad choices and messed up your life? Do you have regrets and wish that you go back and correct them? God is all-powerful and mighty, that He can restore the fruits that the devil and your bad choices have eaten. As long as you have a repentant heart, God is there to help you. What an awesome and loving God we serve. He is perfect in power, love and purity. Joel 2:25 And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmerworm, my great army which I sent among you. 26 And ye shall eat in plenty, and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, that hath dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. Conclusion. God's sovereignty and the free will of man are not mutually exclusive, but they often work hand in hand. God is sovereign and man can make choices and decisions in and outside God's will. Yet, God is in control of everything. If you seek God and strive to keep obeying Him in everything, and if you earnestly seek His will over your will, you can be sure that God is leading you and you will have peace.